Welcome to Cigars and Hip Hop, a show about hip hop during its golden age era. We'll also be discussing cigars and drinks that we enjoyed during the discussion. And now, let's get on with the show.
But I had a cat come to the house. This was a few years ago, and I can still remember he just kept everything. Hey man, you want another drink for shizzle? And my wife was just like, "What's wrong with him?" I answered literally. If my wife was here right now, she would say, "Yeah, I thought my husband was gonna catch a case tonight." I went in the bedroom. I got so mad at dude. I went and got my pistol. I was like, "I'm about to kill this fool." And he just got on my nerves so damn bad. Everything was for shizzle this, for shizzle that, for shit. I was like, "Damn, dude, learn another word, like just something."
Like, I don't mean
Read a
to.
book.
Yeah, read
I
a
hate
book.
you. He's like, I don't mean this, but I hate you.
Yeah,
I really do.
I mean, dude, honestly, that's like a cat my age going to work and using that. It's ignorant.
Right.
Yeah. I was watching that interview that JC had with, I forget what the fuck his name is, on one of the anchors. And he was just talking to him about, JC in the boardroom, right? And so JC was saying that people talk about him and will say as far as going, man, why isn't JC keeping it real even when he goes to the boardroom? He goes, when you're a businessman, you got to fit that persona.
Right.
You can't be stupid and come in and, well, what up, dogs? You can't say that shit.
And that's what they expect.
Yeah.
It's
When there's a lot of money being moved around, you tend to respect the term.
Right. Well, and every you can possibly, if you look at every aspect of life, whether it's family, whether you're at work, I mean, it all boils down to the game, right? Let's look at that analogy. A game. If you're in a game, you got to know the rules.
Yeah.
You got to know how, whether your position, whatever position, you got to know that position. So I think that you can take that aspect and put it into every aspect of life.
It's perception is a bitch.
Yeah.
People can automatically look at a person and think of what's going to come out that person's mouth. I'll never forget, and I may have mentioned this before, but I'll never forget this white lady told me one time that I speak so well. And I was like, I speak so well. You know what? I have a nice voice. And she was like, no, you just speak so well. And I'm like, oh, because I'm a minority. I'm supposed to be like, what I mean? Oh, yeah, dog. Just, no.
Right.
When you're in a professional environment, you have to adapt to the environment that you're in. We got to be chameleons.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be. If not, we're going to end up getting stomped, or we're going to end up just becoming just, some type of roadkill that keeps just get passed by. We have to be able to adapt. And it's not saying that you done sold out or you done forgot or anything like that where you come from. No. I remember where I came from because I don't want to go back there. Shit, I remember where I came from. And yeah, that was good times, but the majority of the times was fucking hard as hell. No, I don't want to go back there. So I have to adapt to be able to make sure that I don't put myself in a position to go back there.
Exactly.
But we got these youngsters, and we got a lot of old folks too that, want to keep it real. No, I know where I'm from.
Keep it 100.
Yeah, and that's why you still there. I still tell people when I go back to LA, some of the cats that I used to fuck with are still in the same damn spot that I left them in 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
They just look a lot older, but they still doing the same shit. Still sharing the same. I mean, dude, how are you going to be 40 plus and y'all still sharing a bottle? Really?
You can't buy your own bottle?
You can't buy your own fucking bottle of some cheap ass malt liquor, whatever the fuck you drinking. I mean, but then I'm in the nice part of Los Angeles. I'm having a fucking martini that's gonna probably hit me for like $25 because I want some top shelf vodka in it. thinking about you, I'm like, man, you guys could be here chilling with me, having a good time.
Yeah.
Not having to look over your shoulder and be like, oh man, I hope this other set don't run up on me.
Right.
I'm having a good time. Not a care in the fucking world. Just me and my wife. Talking, looking at the people walk by, wondering, I wonder how much money they got in their bank account, And they standing on the corner sharing a bottle of booze. Yeah. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's sad, but they chose to keep it real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you ever seen that shit with Dave Chappelle when keeping it real goes wrong? So, that's how these motherfuckers is doing.
You mind if I itch?
Feel free.
Yeah, it is crazy, man.
But man.
I was watching this other, I think it's put out by BET, and it talks, this specific episode speaks about when you go to a record label and you sign contract, and how a lot of the times, a lot of these cats, or women and men who get into this rap business, they don't know that they need to read that contract, and everything that's involved with, what money is expected, what money is going to be paid out, to who it's going to be paid out, and what the fuck your clause is. Are you going to get any money? And they don't realize that, that's part of the game, right? Like I was saying, the analogy of a game. You entering that game, you better learn about it. You better ask somebody, get some mentoring, something like that, because other than that, they're going to hear you come in and be like, yo, what's up? And they're automatically going to assume that you don't know shit. And they're just going to tell you, sign here, and you're hungry, you just sign.
I just watched something similar to that, and it was Fat Joe, and he was talking about how he owns a lot of his own music, and how, it's written into his contract that, basically he had somebody look over his contract, and the way the contract is drawn up is to benefit him more than the record company, where I guess he gets his masters and a whole bunch of things. And he has a close relationship with DJ Khaled, and he was trying to explain to Khaled, you get your contract like this, and it's going to benefit you in the long run. You're going to, be able to retire off of this shit. And he said the Khaled didn't listen. He ended up doing some other contract. He said no disrespect or anything. He was like, but people really need to look. And I mean, it's the same as buying a car almost. If you're not looking at the interest rate you're getting, am I on a 5-year loan or did they put me on a 7-year loan? Is my payment $250 for 7 years, and I'm end up paying for this car twice, or is my payment $250 for 4 years and I'm paying just a couple $1,000s over cost? People don't look and don't read fine print, and they just get all excited, and they are like, I'll sign on the dotted line. Perfect, whatever. No research whatsoever. These young artists need to get these contracts and look at them really, really deeply. And again, just like E40 said, don't buy no $60,000 car when you can't, and you
before
don't
you buy a house.
Yep. They're buying this jewelry and buying these cars or leasing these cars, and ain't even got a fucking house to live in. Living in a fucking 1-bedroom studio apartment, but you got a fucking Maserati downstairs, or a Ferrari, or a Lamborghini, or whatever, a Bentley. The little 6ix9ine kid, clean ass Bentley. But he's still living in the fucking hood in New York because he wants to keep it real.
Oh, he's in jail
now. And now he's in jail now.
We're in jail now.
Keeping it real. I'd have been. I'm a diehard believer in where I'm from. Proud. I'm not gonna mention nothing, but proud of it. But dude, honestly, I don't hang out there no more.
Right. There's no reason to.
No reason to. I'm not a millionaire. I ain't living up on no big ass mansion in the hills or anything, but I'm comfortable.
Right.
Too comfortable to go back to that bullshit.
You're a 2-minute walk to the ocean.
2-minute walk to the ocean. I was out there yesterday, being like, motherfuckers say I need to come back to the hood.
Nope.
And I turned the camera and said, but look at this shit. I'm right there. You see the waves crashing. True, it fucks up cars and eat the rust and doing all that, but I can leave my garage door up. I can leave my front door open.
Yeah.
Can walk down the street and don't really have to trip too much, you know.
Gotta love Pacifica.
You know, it ain't shit.
I think at the end of the day, is you got to look out for yourself. You know, I remember growing up, my mother would always tell me that. You know, she was like, she kept it real with me, which actually I like, and I did listen to her, which most of us at that age, you know, one thing goes out one ear and then the other. But she would say words like, when you're out there, you're gonna be out there with people you call friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time you're going to know whether these people are your friends is when shit goes south.
Yep.
So look around. When shit goes bad, you're going to find out who your real friends are.
Ain't that the truth?
So let me give you some advice. You better look after yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Ain't that the truth? But, you know, they good. They with you when things is good. When you got the weed and you got the alcohol and you got everything, they with you. But as soon as shit hits the fan, they gone.
Right.
I had all these homeboys, gang of them. Mother passed away. I ain't heard from none of them. Had all these homeboys. Father passed away. Salute. Ain't heard from him. Who have I been hearing from? You guys, my wife's family, you know, people that make a difference, you know, not these fair weather friends. I mean, we'll be sitting here, we'll be meeting, we'll be old men doing this, you know, this type of shit, talking, and still be friends years down the line. But then, you know, there's people that you know from years down the line that you grew up with that basically when shit hits the fan, they run like roaches when you turn the lights on. Yeah. And that's the same thing with these fucking artists. They need to not only look at their contracts, but look at who they associate with. Because again, a lot of the shit that happens, they don't really have anything to do with it. It's just that it's somebody that's from their entourage. They're guilty by association.
Right.
And it's a bitch right now. All you got to do is say he was there and you arrested and your status as a celebrity goes down the drain.
Yep.
And it's on YouTube because a lot of these guys record what they're doing.
Oh, man, dude.
I can't believe how many...
Just dry snitching on themselves.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, look what we're doing. And they think it's funny. And it's like, you know...
Who was it? It was the Takashi kid. That wasn't it? Didn't he put something on? He filmed something and posted it on YouTube or posted it on his Facebook or something.
He was walking around in Texas, I believe.
Like,
we talked about this.
Some bullshit, but it got, you know, and they were able to use that as evidence.
Yeah.
Good for you, kid.
You know?
Good for you.
Fucking idiots, man. They just... I don't know. I still trip on the well, it worked out to her benefit, but I still trip on the Ray J and Kim Kardashian thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I saw the video, and it was a trip because I remember when she was doing the video, it's like she was almost like she was grinding her teeth or making a gesture, and it reminded me of a chick that was on ecstasy. And I was like, okay, she fucked up. You know, she on something.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever am I gonna be doing something like that with a female and tape it.
Right.
Just because you never know who it's gonna get out to. It's in my phone. It's in my phone and it's fine.
That's not secure.
As soon as you text it to, you know, I sent my mama a text. Man, you sent your mama the wrong damn text. You sent that by accident. She mad. She sent it to her friend. Look what my fucking son is doing, this and that. The friend see it. Oh, she sent it to some. You know, it's all over. Next thing you know, TMZ got it.
Right.
Boom.
Next thing you know, if you ain't a celebrity, of course you can sell it and make millions of dollars off of it. But if you just a regular, everyday Joe, you just fucked up. You stupid. People gonna tease you for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah.
But technology's a bitch.
It's become a Pandora's box for some of these kids.
We think about that Four Roses.
Oh, it's fucking good, man.
It's a single malt. It's
Strong. It's strong, I gotta say, but it's good.
But see, that's the thing now. Since I'm smoking this cigar, I gotta have something,
To counter it.
If it was weed, it would just be straight water.
Right. I'm doing a hybrid here. Water.
Have you seen the new you can't call it a joint. It's called a Canagar?
No.
It's a cannabis cigar.
Interesting. So they're cutting up, they're just building them bigger, I guess.
It's a 3-hour smoke.
Oh wow.
3 hour. I could only, to me that's like Shangri-La. A 3-hour
smoke. That's crazy. Like the amount of like burn it must be is crazy.
And the one I saw that the guy had rolled, he had put something. It's called shatter.
Okay.
And or wax in it. And it was dipped in keef. I mean, it was just
Yikes.
And I'm like, if a person is ever gonna overdose on some marijuana, it will be on that shit. So I know I gotta try it.
At least once.
At least once. I'm hoping to find. I'm going down to Southern California next weekend. I'm hoping to find somebody that has it.
Nice.
So if I find it out.
What's it called again?
It's called a Canagar. So I guess like a cannabis cigar.
Oh, yeah, okay. Play on words? Okay.
Play on words, yeah.
I like it. I was going to say, man, I'm sorry about your carpet there.
Yeah, my wife is now just got me on a budget to where she's happy I'm not buying as many cigars as I've been buying. And I haven't been smoking as many, but I'm smoking more weed. So now she's like, every little thing she's looking at, budget this, budget that. This morning, she can roll blunts hella good. So this morning I brought her some blunt papers and some weed that I had crushed up and asked her to roll me some. And she's looking at it, she's like, how much did you spend on this weed? And I'm like,
you're like, no, just please roll me some.
Yeah, I'm like, can you just roll? And she's
No
like, yeah, but
asked.
I need to know how much did you spend on it? And I'm like, this leftover from that I bought 1.5 ounces. And she was like, well, this is a lot. Did you buy any more? And I'm just like, oh my God, just shit. I'm healthier now. Fuck, my attitude, I'm always happy. Can you realize if everybody in the world smoked weed, it probably wouldn't be no wars. It'd probably be a food shortage.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers would be hungry.
Taco Bell would be
Making bad.
popping.
Dude, why the fuck is Taco Bell so good, but it's trash?
It's the chemicals, dog.
Yeah. They just that fake beef is just amazing.
Have you ever seen the beef before it's cooked?
Yeah. It's like powder.
Yeah.
And they add water to it.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God. And didn't stop me from getting some Taco Supremes and my beef burrito Supreme. But just something about it. And then you get real authentic Mexican food.
And it don't taste the same.
And it don't, yeah.
Like I just had I was up here yesterday at the high school because I was doing a career day and like doing some presentation stuff, and so I went to the taqueria.
Which one you go to?
El Gore. Can never remember it. It's right there off of, it's like right up the street from you.
So it's on the is it the one that's across from the Starbucks?
No. Not the one that's down by Manor. I'm talking about. It's like right up here.
El Toro?
Yes, El Toro.
El Toro's the shit.
That's so. When I was in high school, when I was in high school, that's where we used to go. Like pretty much almost every day. Like we go because we had open campus lunch.
Yeah.
So we all walk down to El Toro and get. That is the best burrito. That's my favorite burrito place in the world.
Dude,
like,
Have you tried the sangria?
No, because when I was there, we were too young to drink.
Oh,
But even like I only usually go there like once a year, just like when I do the career day.
yeah.
And I'll go there just for like reminiscent type of memory. You know, like, oh, I remember I used to get this, and then have to go run my ass down here to catch the bus because you're trying to get a burrito after school, and then you're trying to get home. But yeah, I have never tried. And the only thing I've ever had there is the super carne asada burrito.
That's our Friday night date spot.
That's all I'll go there for.
We walk up there. I get the carne asada burrito, and my wife, she'll get, she's more exotic. She'll just try whatever is on the menu. But man, I just give me the carne asada burrito and a pitcher of sangria.
Yep, that place is legit.
They opening a new one down further, a bigger one.
Oh wow!
So I just hope that it's still, because it's so cozy in there.
Right.
I just hope it still has the homage feel to it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe it. It has that reminiscent of like the taquerias in San Francisco and the Mission and stuff like that. They feel homey. You know what I mean? Like you get a nice, comfortable feeling. Plus you see all like the tortillas and all the ingredients are all out, in their little storage area, and like, yeah, that place. Oh man, that place is so legit. But back to what we were saying was like, like when I had a burrito from there, and I was like, man, but I could go for Taco Bell too. Like, their food is all fake. Their tacos aren't real tacos. Like, it's all pretty much fake. But like Frank said, it's all the chemical that they put in it makes it just taste that much better.
Yeah. Well, and then they come up with these crazy combinations.
The chalupa.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing is, I don't need all that. All I need is like a burrito supreme and a couple of tacos, and I'm good to go. Like that's all I want. I don't want any of these like weird ass like
Doritos, tacos, locos.
Yeah, I don't need.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need a chalupa. I don't need a whatever they sell. Like, I can fuck with their nachos.
Yeah, I fuck with the Nacho Grande.
Yep.
Man, we just came back from Vallarta, and my wife's family came up from Guadalajara, and they knew all the spots in Vallarta.
Okay.
So they took us to this one spot, and my wife was like, we're going to have some street tacos. And I'm like, what the fuck is street tacos? Dude, we went to these, I want to say they looked like they was low house and projects, because they all looked the same. They were all just like hella grimy, broken windows and shit. But the street was packed. And on each corner was a tiny little stand where they was making tacos. You just see these little old ladies in there, one at the end doing the fresh tortillas, the other one doing the carne and all. Dude, them fucking tacos. I've never had anything like that in my life. And we so close to the ocean, they even had like the mariscos, but they had the shrimp taco. Oh, dude. That shit was just melted in your mouth. And one of my, I guess you'd call him my nephew, one of my nephews, big motherfucker, like 6'4", big old dude. He got this big ass, I don't know, it was like a thicker tortilla loaded with meat and beans and all type of stuff. It was like a super duper taco. And he put all this fucking sauce on it. And I'm telling him, hey man, that's the habanero.
Yeah. You gonna learn today.
That motherfucker turned violet. He was so red, he was purple. And he kept on eating. And I was like, I told you.
You gonna learn today.
But them was the best fucking dude. The only thing missing was a fucking blunt. If I could have smoked a blunt before I had the taco, that would have made everything perfect. But man, it was the best fucking tacos I've ever had in my life. I always said once I retire, I'm gonna move down there. You can get an acre of land down there probably for about 20 grand and put a nice ass house, and you right by the ocean. I'm really thinking about just going down there and just maybe 6 months out of the year.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to live there full time. So.
Unless you can live there full time.
Right.
And then.
Course, right.
Nah, shit, you get fucked up and you have to go to the hospital. You be ass out.
Just, put some Robitussin on it.
Or some Vicks.
Put some Vicks on it.
Yep. Rub some Vicks on it. You be
broken
good.
leg. Put some Vicks on
Vicks
it.
on it.
That started tequila company. And
get shot. Take some Robitussin. Pour some tussin on it.
Some tussin.
Shit.
Anyone else got any more bars to share? Going back to the bar thing.
Oh, man, that Marley's got my head so jumbled right now.
That was some good ass shit right here. What, you picked that up at the one downtown?
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Flower for the People.
Flower for the People. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
It's on Second. It's like right off of Second and Market, about 2 blocks down from Second and Market.
Second and Market.
It's actually, if you look at it the other way, it's a block up from Second and Mission, because it's like Market then Mission, right? Those are those are the main streets. It's in between Market and Second. It's on Second, in the middle of Market and between Market and Second.
I might check that shit out.
It's super. Like, if you took BART, you go to Montgomery and then literally walk 2 blocks, you're right there. It's right, like literally right there.
I used to do that a lot. I'd catch BART down. That's when I lived in San Bruno. I'd catch BART down to San Francisco and just hang out in downtown. It's just, you'd always run into something just crazy you ain't never seen before. Come up on a lot of cool restaurants and bars that way.
It's a lot of cool stuff like that.
I just don't want to go to San Francisco if I don't have to.
Dude, I got caught down there during Fleet Week.
Yeah.
It was a bitch.
The worst is when GDC and Salesforce is doing their conferences and shit. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, everything is like triple packed. Like, they start overcharging for food. It's just it's ridiculous.
What exactly does Salesforce do?
They're in an industry called client relationship management, and so what they do is they help sales teams in every company that has a sales team better have communication with that client they're trying to sell to.
It's like building
so you know how before you used to, like, if you wanted to sell something, you say, "Hey Chris, notice you're trying to buy this car," and Chris be like, "Yeah, maybe 6 months down the road." So what this application does is you can automate it to communicate with Chris right away. It's like, "Hey, 6 months down the road, what's up, Chris?"
Like, it'll
customize it for you.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much like most companies like that do like sales services use Salesforce. Like, I used it when I worked at this place called Keynote Dynatrace. Mm-hmm. They're heavy on, because we did a lot of customer interaction and customer sales. So it was like,
and it helps you keep track of your customer in a way that I contacted him 6 months ago.
Yeah.
He said he was interested, but he also said that 6 months from now he might have the money. And then at the same time, it collects data, like if they clicked on your email, if they clicked on a link on your email. So so it really does help you sell. That they became big because of that.
So they'd probably be big with like car dealerships and shit too,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
They're big. Period. I mean, they're the Microsoft of a sales application.
I know. I see that big ass building every day going to work. Because at first, you see how the top of it is like monitors or something?
Yeah.
That shit, man.
Yeah, during Halloween, they put the Eye of Sauron from the Lord of the Rings on it.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah. And then I think the other night I saw, because my office is right near that Salesforce building. Mm-hmm. So we look up and we can see like what it, like, I think the other day it was like an ocean view on it. But yeah.
So that whole building is Salesforce.
Yeah. And they built a whole little trans area. Like they built like this whole little like block is all Salesforce stuff, and like it's pretty crazy. Plus they got the other one that's over there in Brisbane, the little mini Salesforce tower in Brisbane. Like right off of 101.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right there over in South City, Brisbane area. Like off of
that's not on the right hand side of the freeway, is it?
Yeah, it's like off of like right where the Twin Cities Drive is.
Yeah, it's the building that stands alone over there.
Yeah. The only like ridiculous building that's like way out. That's a Salesforce building.
I didn't know that.
Plus, I think they have some like down the peninsula, down south a little bit. But they're a huge conglomerate.
They're huge, yeah.
Like,
shit, they're building an Uber tower down there now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, we just got a quote for the building that they doing. I mean, just ridiculous metal and shit. I'm just shit is coming up, man.
That's crazy how Uber and Lyft like took off so much to where it was like when we were kids, they told you not to get into this fucking stranger's car, and now we're fucking calling strangers to come pick us up.
Hey, you go be in a sanctuary city and all. Right. The government's like, well, we gonna punish you guys. We're not gonna help you get this guy back. Mm-hmm. I forget where the guy went to.
Our government's already a joke as it is. So
shit, man, you ain't lying on that.
But yeah, that's true though. What you were saying. I mean, even with what is that called? Airbnb.
Yeah.
You would never get a fucking stranger into your house, and now if you own a house, you put it on the market, and then anyone can come into your house. Anyone. That's
an Airbnb next door.
Is it really?
Oh, is it really?
And she's the owner of the house, is a big exec for Google. Cool ass lady, but yeah, it's an Airbnb next door. So it's like every couple weeks you go out, I'll be pulling in, I'll see somebody different sitting on the front porch, But as long as they don't park in front of my house, I'm cool.
Right.
Exactly. Well, like and going back to what he was saying, you don't know who the fuck's renting your place. I mean, they do. I think what they do is they do take your license, and they want to check your. I think they ask you for your LinkedIn account or social account, where they can see who you are.
Yeah.
This day and age, how hard is that to do?
But it's also weird too, because it's like you're in someone's house, you don't know if they got cameras in that house. They're watching you, all that creepy ass shit. Yeah.
Double-edged sword.
As a trip, I wanted to do that ancestry DNA shit. Because the way I was raised, I really don't know. I know I'm mixed, but I just don't know what I'm mixed with. So I wanted to do the ancestry thing. Man, do you know that there's some little agreement in there whatsoever that the feds and the police force now they can actually
they can use your
fucking DNA. So let's just say I may have committed a crime. I didn't. But let's just say I committed a crime fucking 20 years ago. That may be something that the time doesn't run out on. They can use that DNA. They can check Ancestry.com or whoever and use that DNA to solve that case. So I was like, shit, fuck my nationality, shit. What nationality are you? Other.
Yeah.
Multiple.
I was thinking that, a couple of things, right? Like you were saying, but what if you didn't commit the crime and your DNA happened to be in the area? That could happen too.
That could happen too.
And all of a sudden you're done. So it's just, I think ever since technology, we got really excited about what it does. We never really got excited about what it collects.
Look at that fucking, what's the thing in the house from Google? Alexa? Is that Alexa or who is that? No. Alexa's Amazon.
I Google.
Yeah.
But there's Alexa for Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the thing where the lady was like, Alexa, is the Federal Bureau of Investigation listening to this conversation? And Alexa shuts off. And then she turns it back on. She asks a question again, and the thing keeps shutting. It's like a master reboot. The shit just shuts off. So, I mean, it was all over, man. I'm just like, won't be getting that in the house.
Well, I was watching, I don't know if you watched this movie, the one with that guy, what's his name? The guy that ran out to Russia.
The WikiLeaks shit?
Well, he's connected to that.
Snow. Yeah.
Snowden, the movie.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen parts of it.
I only saw halfway because I was like, I mean, you got your phones. They have cameras. They have microphones. I mean,
Man, they got the TVs now. Some of the Samsung TVs, I think it was I shouldn't say Samsung. One of the brand televisions has a camera on it, and they was actually fucking recording shit in the house. They said it was a technical error or glitch or whatsoever, which I find hard to believe. But all this technology, man, the phone. I've seen my phone. I've looked at my phone before and seen it open shit without me even touching it. So, I mean, it's easy to hack into anything.
Yeah.
Nothing is unhack proof.
No. There was this episode I was listening to that some guy walked up to his house, and then he had one of those ring cameras.
Yeah.
One of those cameras that you keep security. I have one. But a guy heard somebody talking to him.
I saw that.
About that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, "Who is this?" And at first he thought, "Fuck, I don't believe in ghosts, but could it be a ghost?"
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Well, I'm actually a hacker from like I don't know what he said, Norway or some bullshit like
Yeah.
that." And he said, "I just want you to know that your camera is hackable."
Dude, I just saw one recently where it was the same ring thing. They hacked into it, and the lady was in the house by herself with her kid. And the hacker said something like, what are you doing? And she heard it, and she's looking around, and then she goes to the camera, and she moves the camera, and the guy was like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop doing it. Can you imagine just being scared? But, I mean, they can hack into anything and about everything. I mean, I wish I knew one that would hack a fucking ATM and spit some money out. But, dude, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, good and bad, right? Anybody can hack into your system. We're not even talking about the government alone. We're talking about a 12-year-old kid in his basement or in his room.
Well, it's all that new shit now. What is they call it? Coding and all that.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to do that shit. Because when y'all find what's the extradition? What's the extradition proof area I can go to?
I think Hong Kong or China, somewhere in
I can't go
China.
over there. That food, they ain't got enough food. I want to go somewhere where if I eat, I'm not hungry in the next hour. And they gotta have a unlimited marijuana supply. I guess I gotta go to Mexico. Hey, speaking of,
You can go to Geneva.
fuck that, no. Too many lighter people.
Too cold.
Have you guys watched the new Narcos?
I watched the whole.
I haven't, no.
I watched the whole thing.
You seen the new one?
Yeah, the new one, Narco Mexico.
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh,
I
shit.
fucking love, dude. They killed Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh,
See, we need
yeah,
to add
seen
this
the
type
whole
of
thing?
shit to the podcast.
Huh?
We gotta add this Narcos shit to the
Oh
update.
yeah.
Man, fuck, dude. I mean, I've been watching it since the first with Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, I saw
And
that
then
one.
how I went to the other part of the cartel. But I'm addicted to the shit. But man, that's just, man, I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Um,
Even though the new one is got a lot of subtitles and this, but what I appreciate, it's more authentic.
Yeah, they kept that shit real.
They
Now
kept that shit real.
I went to look back at some of that shit. The real actors of that, what it's being portrayed, and I was like, damn, that's pretty close. Pretty fucking good.
Listeners, please start from season 1. Watch Narcos. It's on Netflix. It's the shit.
Yeah,
It's Pablo Escobar on down, and even now, right now, we're in Mexico, and it's, man, this shit is deep.
It really opens up your eyes. I mean, even when you watch, I don't know if you saw that El Chapo one. Had on
Part
Netflix.
of it.
Okay.
I need to watch the whole thing.
Okay. But if you watch the Narcos, Pablo Escobar, which was fucking real eye opening
Yeah.
as to how much shit was getting through, not through the border, but through boats,
Yeah.
planes,
Yep.
and where it was being put through. Like you would have never thought.
But you notice with the new Narcos, they got Chapo in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's
that.
like a
His
little hot.
beginnings?
He's like a little hothead motherfucker. Yeah, his
Yeah,
beginning. He just
yeah.
started out as a soldier.
Yeah.
It's, man, I fucking love that fucking show. Between that and this one's kind of fake, but I really do like watching. You've been watching Queen of the South?
No, I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Check out.
Check that out.
It's decent. It's a USA one other.
Good man.
It's
Thanks.
it's a USA channel show. It's an adult show, a lot of killing and whatsoever in it, but it's how she started in Mexico with the little currency thing exchange. She found a book with some cartel information in it, and it basically starts to elevate her in the drug game. And some of the shit is kind of unrealistic because in that game you can't have a heart. You got to be heartless, or you'll fail. And she has too big of a heart. She's always trying to help somebody or do, That part of it's kind of fake, but it's good. It's entertaining. You got to check it out.
I was gonna say when I was watching Narcos,
Yeah.
it made me think like how we grew up watching Scarface. Right?
Oh yeah.
And we thought, damn. I mean, I hope I don't piss you guys off, but Narcos Mexico makes Scarface look like a fucking play.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree.
Like a game,
Yeah.
I mean, that shit is real.
Scarface was, it was entertaining, but it wasn't real. Narcos shit is real. It's based off of factual stuff, I mean, from the Pablo Escobar all the way up. I mean, even with his wife and everything, the way him fucking around with the reporter lady, just him becoming like, what was he, a senator or a congressman or something, all that really happened.
Yeah.
So shit is really factual.
Yeah. Oh, and then what I love watching about Narcos Mexico was the Caro Quintero, which is the guy with the looks like sort of a fluffy hair.
Yeah.
And he's the one that grows the marijuana.
Yeah.
That guy. I mean, he was like, I'm a chemist. I did some good shit here. I mean, he actually knew how to grow the shit.
How to grow marijuana. He was doing some hybrid type shit.
Did you see that field?
Dude, it was thousands of acres of just mota. It was, man.
Yeah.
To me, again, that was like fucking heaven. I'm like, when I die, I want to go there.
And what was cool about it is that, most people think that these guys are just they're so bent on fucking killing people. But when you watch Narcos Mexico, it was like so fucking structured, like a fucking
It was
company.
a business.
The Caro Quintero guy goes into university.
Yep.
When they realize they don't have they don't know the territory.
Exactly.
And they're like, I'm gonna go hit up my boy
at the university, find out where the water is,
exactly,
where yeah.
I was like, dang, these guys were running a business.
That shit, man. That just, and then to show the head guy going to Colombia, going to wherever. I mean, showing him meeting with Pablo Escobar to try to, or look, we don't want to do weed no more. We gonna get into coke. We want to be your line to get your shit over to the States, and I just showed the whole workings of it. It shit was real, man. Yeah, I love that show, man. I can't wait for the next season.
It's a fucking roller coaster. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you're not watching that, you should watch it.
You most definitely should watch that. And we are looking for endorsements, people. Cannabis clubs, movies, cigar lounge, alcohol, anything.
Cigar brands.
Cigar brands. You got a brand. Let us know. We'll make sure to smoke you and put your name out there. Get you some business.
Peace.
Especially cannabis clubs. For me. Hint, hint. I love weed.
Oh, man.
Shit.
I think that's a wrap, yo.
Yep.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure again.
Yeah.
Bang.
Somebody got me fucked up on this Bob Marley shit. I'm seeing.
It's about time.
Yeah, that shit was, whoo, man.
You still got one more.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Cigars and Hip Hop. We'll see you next time. Peace.